Hello everyone, this is Ragnella, and this is part 10 of my Monster Hunter Freedom Unite walkthrough. And since it's been a while since the last episode, I figured that we're going to do something kind of important today. We're going to face off against an Elder Dragon, Kushala Daora. And for this, we are definitely not going to mess around with him. So this is probably the recommended things that you're going to need. You're going to need an Eager Cleaver, and you're going to need an entire Blango set. Now, if you don't like using long swords, feel free to use any weapon that you like. However, strongly recommend that it has some sort of thunder element, because if you don't, then this might be hard for you. Now, another thing that I have learned, if you go into the kitchen and you choose war wheat and chili cheese, you will get a defense boost and a stamina boost. Those are also recommended. And also, I have Feline Super Cat available, Feline Blunt Force not available, because I'm using a blade and not a hammer. And, of course, you got Cold Elimination High. This is one of the reasons why the Blango set is highly recommended for this. And Snow Resistance 2, I believe that will prevent you getting coated in ice. So, that is it for the armor, but for the items, I recommend having all 3 books of combos, max amount of potions and mega potions. I'm going to fill up my potions here in a second. Bomb materials, paintballs, yes, flash bombs, and flash bugs so you can make more flash bombs, and of course materials to make more mega potions, and of course whetstones. You're not going to be able to use traps against an Elder Dragon, so don't bother taking them. And so, also, I highly doubt that any of you facing Kushala Daora for the first time will pass on the first go-around, because he can be quite a nightmare. And of course, we have the granny here that's going to talk to us. So that seems like an urgent quest of some kind, but we're not going to be doing that urgent quest because we are going to be facing off against Kushala Daora, the frozen Dictator. And of course, it's going to be in the snowy mountains. And let the carnage begin. Now, the Kushala Daora has a wind barrier that he will often throw up when he is in rage or just feels like it. So that's what the flash bombs are for. Flash bombs will help you get rid of it. And also these two, the poison throwing knives. These will temporarily disable it completely. Kushala Daora is extremely vulnerable to poison, so if you have a poison weapon too, that will also help. But in order to disable the wind barrier completely, you're going to need to break the head. So you're going to have to break his horns. And that part is probably going to be a hassle for some of you. Hell, it's probably even going to be a hassle for me. I don't know. So, yeah, we are going to go to the very top. Of course, 6, 7, and 8. It is always 6, 7, and 8 on this damn map. And I haven't been playing on my PSP for a while, so my controlling might be a little bit weird. And of course we have a Natalie tagging along, and that's probably the biggest mistake that I'm making in this video. Do not have a homicidal feline with you. That is probably the wrong thing to do. Kushala Daora also has a number of attacks, but the one that you're probably going to get hit most by is his wind attacks and his charging. Those are the most irritating with this particular monster. If you see right there on top of the mountain, that is actually Kushala Daora's skin. That's what makes this dragon so amazing. I think it's the only Elder Dragon that sheds its skin regularly, because it's technically metal. Also, you could bring bombs on this if you want, like large barrel bombs and all that, but it's probably not going to do you a whole lot of good. because just getting them to behave properly, unless you're really good with bombs, it could be a challenge. Of course, paintballs will definitely help. Yeah, wind attacks are not a good thing. I keep forgetting to look at my health too, or my stamina. So, yeah, time to take a ration. Uh-oh. Also, with Elder Dragons, if you do not kill them, but you get their health low enough to until about 25 minutes into the fight, then they will leave because they are injured. I just realized that I got one pathetic hit in, and that's it. Oh. Also, you can use the flash bombs to kick Kushala Daora out of the sky. That will work. But he doesn't stay down on the ground for very long, unfortunately. Yeah, this weapon is probably not the best to use, but considering it's an electric type, it's probably recommended. Natalie, I do not trust you with bombs. That attack right there is probably his most irritating. I always seem to get hit by it for some odd reason. Oh. Tag, you're it. Yeah, when he goes into the air and he has his wind barrier up, that's probably when he is the most annoying in this game. I'm probably not going to be talking a whole lot after this because this is a fight that I really would like to concentrate in. I find that speaking into a mic is not always fulfilling when it comes to concentration. Okay, now he is in rage mode and there is the wind barrier. With the wind barrier up, you will not be able to get close to him very easily. So let's get our flash bombs out. Now let's get the poison throwing knives. So he's going to stay confused for a little while, but again, he doesn't stay down for very long. That's the irritating part. Alright, so now he is poisoned. And while he is poisoned, his wind barrier is going to be off completely, so you're not going to have to worry too much. Now, try to keep your attacks aimed at the head. It can be a little bit hard because his wings are like fucking iron. If you could get those horns off, it will make this fight tremendously easier. I gotta start paying attention to my health. That attack right there will do a lot of damage to you if you are not careful, so just keep on the lookout for that particular attack, because it will mess you up. So will that attack, but only if you're close to him. And of course, whenever the Kushala Daora is stunned or down or anything like that, or if he's doing a wind blast, that is a perfect time for you to heal or possibly sharpen your weapon, depending on the scenario. And it's always better to get knocked down like I just did instead of getting hit by a wind blast, because a wind blast will also, you know, knock you on your ass. So with that tail, apparently. Uh-oh. Now his wind barrier is back. I took a little bit too much time, you know, just being retarded. I'm paying for it. Kushala Daora will generally stay around 6, 7, and 8. I don't think he will go down to the lower regions or has a need to. Oh, whoa. Where? Oh, there he is. And when he's confused, he will often start swiping around. So that's also something to look out for. It's probably a mistake. Not sure if I'll be able to hit him now, but I'm gonna give it the old college try. And oftentimes when you knock him down like that, his wind barrier will stay off for roughly a minute. So that's a pretty good opportunity to land a few shots in while he's vulnerable. Preferably out of his zone exit, or an area exit, or whatever it's called. And be on guard for that tail too, because it's used as a pretty good weapon. It can be used like a whip, doing some significant damage. And the thing about that whip is that if you're attacking, all it does is chip damage, and it does a lot of it. So you can also take that tail off if you feel the need to. You're like dismembering your enemies like that because you're a sick fuck. I believe here comes the barrier again. Or maybe not. So this fight is probably going to drag on for at least 25 minutes. Because I don't have the necessary power to take him down. As I currently am. Also, another thing that was probably recommended is bringing some meat. Because that would have been helpful. And rolling, of course, is your absolute best friend against him, or blocking. Just think, this is just the village rank Kushala Daora. Just imagine in the guild hall. He is a f***ing nightmare. Still not entirely sure why he has not activated his wind barrier yet. Usually by now it is up and active again. Damn. A lot of times when he hops back like that, he's either going to charge forward or he's going to do a wind blast or just roar. So stay off to the side of him just to be safe. Of course, there goes my weapon sharpness. This is where things start getting a little bit tricky. Unless he's absolutely preoccupied with something, try not to sharpen your weapon. Instead, take a few more pot shots. Thankfully, Natalie might be doing something helpful for once. Oh boy, this is not going to be good. Nope, 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 nope. Fuck. Of course, judgment is very important against any Elder Dragon that you're going to fight. If you have poor judgment, then you're probably not going to last very long. Oh, whoa. Accidentally pressed on the camera angle there for a second. My bad. No, and you're probably noticing that I'm running around a lot and just trying to, it almost looks like I'm avoiding fighting. I'm actually looking for a good opening that can minimize damage. It's not so much cowardice as it is, you know, trying to think of a plan on the fly. You will notice when his horns are broken too, they have obvious gash marks in them. So when you have those broken, you are set. Of course, because this is an Elder Dragon, when they do flee, they retain most of the damage that they've taken throughout the fight. Oh. Apparently they can step on you too. Forgot about that. Oh. And I forgot to tag him. Where is he going? I don't remember if he goes in the 7 or not, but I definitely know that he is going to be in 8 and 6 quite a bit. Odds are you are not going to kill him in the first round again. And the odds are you are going to die a lot against this guy. So while I'm at it, just throw a paintball. Got him right in his leg. A little hard to see here. I'm not sure if it's just the graphics in general or the wind that the Kushala Daora is kicking up. Watch out for visibility too, because that can sometimes get a little bit complicated. I also forgot that the longsword is not very good in this game, aside from overwhelming attack. It's not as good as a combo weapon as, say, the Portable Third or Monster Hunter Ultimate. And luckily, the Kushala Daora seems to have a decent sized hitbox. Probably a perfectly sized hitbox. Because if this was something like a Plesioth, then all those swipes that this monster has made would have hit. So I'm probably just lucking out here. I'm interchangeably going for both the horns and the tail, because they're both considered an equal threat. Of course, you can knock this fucker out of the sky too, that's probably the best part. Nope. When they drop to, I think it's probably about a third of their health, and that's when they start fleeing. But only at the 25-minute mark. Will not leave at any other time. Of course, there are some Elder Dragons that do not leave at the 25-minute mark. You have to kill them within the entire round. I think he might start to get mad. Just a bit. Uh-oh. Oh, go away. Usually after he slams on the ground twice like that, he will just land. He will not, he doesn't generally go around causing more damage. If he does, then you're probably hosed. Of course, there goes my weapon sharpness, so try not having a repeat of last time. I'm not even sure if I broke his horns yet, though. It looks like it. But we're gonna have to get a closer look. Actually, yeah, it does look like it. You can see how there's like dark gashes in the head, usually at one side of the face. It's kind of subtle, but it is visible. Yeah, I believe he is, his wind barrier is now permanently disabled. That sort of damage too, like heart breaks, will carry over to a next fight, if there is one. Okay. God damn it, Natalie! I swear, you're more of a threat to me than the damn Elder Dragon. You're a terrible comrade, and I sort of regret choosing you. Oh. So this monster is probably easiest to be flanked by from the sides and probably from behind, but also he can, again, counter with his claw attacks. So be on the lookout for those. It's more of a hit and run kind of tactic than anything. Then again, the same thing could be said about all monsters. I think the best part is that through most of this monster's signature moves, like the Wind Blast and everything, that's when he's most vulnerable for attack. Of course, he has to go back to Area 6 for some reason. Probably forgot his wallet or something. Just off by a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna castrate you, dude. His tail has not broken off yet. With some Elder Dragons, they have to be below a certain health before their tail can come off. That might be the case with this one. Uh-oh. Oh, just fuck off, you big blowhard. Yes, we have about 5 minutes left. More accurately, less than 5 minutes. Probably at the least, too, because again, I'm not that high up, so my attack power isn't that great. Meaning that this monster might have a bit more to go before it starts fleeing. Now his wings are broken. The wings are the hardest part of this monster to break, obviously, because he will almost always bounce off of them. Let's see. I really want this tail, too. I want to add it to my collection of tails. Oh. Of course, you gotta watch out for him falling on you. This is not a game of Super Mario Brothers. I am not a Goomba. Now, it can be argued that you can use flash bombs just to keep them still, but with some monsters, this particular one being one of them, some of them get really unpredictable when they are hit by flash bombs. The most notorious are pseudo-wyverns. Pseudo-wyverns are the most notorious, and because you never know what they're gonna do as soon as you flash bomb them. They could do anything. So that's why you do not flash bomb them. Unless you absolutely have to. And that aerial charge technique of his is very, very irritating. Alright, Natalie, you're gonna need to be the guinea pig for me here. Just waiting for that timer to go 1 or 2 or 3 more minutes, and hopefully this fight will end. Oh, that's his tail whip right there. It's the first time that he's used it in this fight. Second time he's used it. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it does quite a bit of damage. And there goes his tail. What now, motherfucker? Also, it could probably be said about with every other monster too, but if you manage to bounce off this monster, don't try recoiling for an attack. Because odds are the monster will just change positions or move away before you have time to strike again, and that will also leave you vulnerable. But because I'm so used to fighting these monsters, I can do it. Yes, I know that sounds like a completely douche hypocritical thing, but it's the truth. So apparently you get 1 carve from the tail, and I believe you can carve the body 4 times? And the paintball fell off too, fortunately. Come on. Oh, there you are. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I didn't kill him. My weapon was not strong enough this time around, but since the damage carries over, I'll be able to kill him next time around. We still get item rewards, so that's not like this was a total waste. We did get a tail. So yeah, again, it's the whole do as I do and kind of do as I say, and you might be able to survive. I doubt that anyone facing this guy for the first time will be able to defeat him on the first go around, but you know, it's like the plus yacht. You gotta keep trying. You gotta change up the formula if something's not working. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all again next time. Take care. And you, Natalie, I'm going to extract my revenge for you blowing my ass up. What's the matter? Hurts, doesn't it? Little asshole.